Hey guys, welcome to another Alchemy Stars video, and today I covered the two units that just got released and my opinions on them. First off, we have Zhong. Um, in general, he's supposed to be a fire converter though, but he has a gimmick in the sense that you're supposed to attach this flame on it, and depending on how you displace the unit is how many tiles you get out of him. The problem is that you're gonna have to bring a supporting cast with him in order to get that thing going. Because the displacement only works for like one tile I see at most, which kind of sucks. I wish you could just do it like a knock back or knock forward. I think they might buff him in that sense that he'll just do like a knock back or knock or pull or push pretty much. Is in general right now, his converting kind of sucks in the sense that you can't displace units that have the immunity to it, like example like the bosses or the units are stationary. So what I was thinking to maybe fix him in that kit regard is that instead of the displacement, I guess you could put another skill to him to make the flame explode. So it like circles around the enemy in sense that it doesn't have to be like on the small enemies. It could do like a plus shape on the unit that you want. You like get the conversion around, but it uses up the flame. Like you can't displace it after a while. Like, and it'll cost like, and there should be like a cooldown on that on igniting that flame, I should say. That's how I would probably fix them. And like on the big bosses, you could do a full circle depending on like how big the boss is equals how much insight he needs to use in order for that burst to happen. I think that's how they should fix this unit for that displacement weakness though. Because his stat line in general for like most converters in this game are really like garbage pretty much. And his stat line proves it too, because his stat line is like it's nowhere near like anybody. I think he might be one of the weakest Aurorians in the game right now. Yeah, his breakthroughs pretty much his insight thing was pretty much a given. I didn't know it was going to be a breakthrough 3 or a breakthrough 6 though. So they made it a breakthrough 3, which I guess raises his reliability so much at the beginning of the round when you actually have his thing at the start, so you could do a little bit of like I guess igniting or something like that on the boss, on the enemy that you put it towards, like push him for like one tile, which is like not that great because it costs us 5. I think it costs us 5 and 10. So right when you think the game, you get 5. So you could just like put it on the enemy and displace him for like one tile. So it's not that great. So that's why I was thinking like maybe changing that push into ignite and increasing the cost or something like that, and that will give them like the 4 tiles conversion. As compared to like other converters of his type, it's like usually 4 is the sweet spot, On his last skill, it just makes it so that if you put him in the captain spot, he could probably get insight on water and thunder tile, like no, water and forest. Sorry, water and forest tiles instead of this thunder and thing. Right now, he can only gain insights on moving on only on his elements, and I think that's what's restricting him by that last breakthrough. That you need like if he's on the captain spot, he could get insight running on like water and forest. Otherwise, he has to stay on fire and thunder in order to get that stuff, which kind of sucks. Which makes him already like more limited in his role. So I wouldn't pull for him at all if you guys are just saving though. But if you guys like the character design, then go for it. Next up, we have Yuebai. Now, she's actually kind of worth pulling for, because she has a solid damage base for her attack is like 3,600 from when you fully max her. And usually units that are over 3k damage are like where you kind of want your DPS to be. So like a lot of people ask me like, what's a good level to leave your Aurorian at A3? The truth is it depends on the unit and how much attack they gain. Normally for main DPS, you kind of want them over that 3k mark, or if not max. Even for your sub 1 though, because like 3k is that good, like sweet spot though, when you're attacking into like enemies that are like also your level, stuff like that. Yeah, so she's a detonator class of the thing, and she is dual element, which is kind of nice. As I said before, her main gimmick is to light up candles, lanterns, I guess, whatever you want to call them. And once she has 3, she could unleash an AoE nuke. Now, her breakthroughs are kind of interesting, though, because her first one gives her the chain combo minus when you enter Aurora time, because that's kind of what you want to do. Like on turn 1, you want to just cross convert until you hit the Aurora time anyways, which is 15 tiles. And her last one only needs 13. So you could do basically a 13, a 9, and a 9, or 13, 9, and an 8, or something like that, or any combinations of that. Because if you reach the same tier again, it just goes down to the lower one if you already have it triggered. So, like, if you do a 9, the second lanterns are first lit, then you do another 9, instead of that second lantern being lit again, it'll go down to the first lantern, but you need a 13 tile to actually get the last lantern, which is like what you kind of want in the thing. And this one just helps lower the cost of it though, so it's not that bad to have. But it's not like someone like Lilica where you kind of need that third one because she's less clunky to play with, because she gets the third array on her. With this one, she's perfectly fine without it, so you don't need her breakthrough 3. Her last one's is kind of interesting in the sense that her chain combo is basically expands out more, so you have a bigger range of actually landing her chain combo. Her thing is that if you don't hit an enemy with her chain combo, you don't get that lantern lit up. And I'm gonna play like you guys a little clip of me going into the Aurorian trials pretty much, and you can see it from there. Okay, so we're over here at her Aurorian trial pretty much, and I'm going to just show you guys what I mean by that. So if you start out with this, okay, so this will give her the Aurorian time, right? Okay, so since you have her at max level, max breakthrough in the trial, I only need basically 7 tiles or something like that to actually get the lit on the second lantern. It actually shows up here depending on what you have. So you see right here. Okay, see how the second lantern it is being lit up right here technically if I do this though, but if I don't hit an enemy with it, that lantern does not get lit. So that's another thing you have to be aware of when you're using her, is that you have to hit an enemy with it in order for her to actually get that lantern. So if you go back over here, yeah, see, the first one lit up though. So that's a little thing you gotta be aware of when you use her. In general, she's a solid unit. She isn't like a must-have or anything. She's pretty much just a fun unit to play around with. So, like, if you're going for like, I guess 1 or 2 of the units between I should say between the two of the units though. I think Mai would be better for you in the long term. Even if you need a fire converter in Zhang, I still wouldn't pick him up though because he's that bad. Uh, unless you're just using him for wave clear though, but he's gonna be worthless to you in boss fights or challenge stages in general though, because Alchemy Stars is like every single one of those bosses are usually you can't displace them, which kind of sucks though, because a lot of the skills that some of the Aurorians have is that displacement skill. So all in all, that's pretty much what I have. And I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.